Hello, and welcome to Pixel Perspective Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Adrian, alongside my co-host and good buddy, not JJ.
Oh.
This is my wife, Amy, and she will be sitting in for JJ on this episode. He got sick, and well, I don't know if he wants to well, he posted it on Twitter. He got COVID, and he's not feeling the best, and so we are going to do a filler episode while he's recovering. He's been out for about a week or two at this point. And I've been checking on him. He seems to be on the up and up. So next episode will be regularly scheduled program. Some words are hard to say, and that was one of them.
It is.
Whenever I say words, I usually can see them spelled out in my head before I say them, and then so I try to pronounce all those syllables and things come out. Anyway, yeah, we had originally scheduled to do like a gift exchange special holiday episode this episode, but we're going to delay that. It'll probably be after the holidays and after Christmas, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll still make it happen. As we were talking about how we could do a show, he suggested that I bring on my wife, Amy, and I think I'm going to have Owen on here as well, my son. It's a kind of a callback to the old Jabcast episodes, if you are familiar with that at all. Amy used to co-host with me on some episodes there, and we had a few episodes with Owen in it as well. So I think it'd be a fun idea to do that and kind of reminisce a little bit. But the focus of our episode today is really primarily going to be on Halo and family gaming, because family gaming is a big part of what we do here in our family. So all of us game to some extent, some more than others. We all have a broad range of games that we like to play or prefer to play. But there are a few where we can come together and game together, and Halo is one of those games. So I would say, like, when we first started dating, like we played games like, and I'm not going to go too deep into this because this is topics we covered on Jabcast episodes. You can look us up on YouTube, the old Jabcast. It's Just a Bit Gaming podcast, to find some old episodes of us reminiscing about some of the games that we used to play. But the GameCube is a system that Amy and I used to play a lot. She bought it to try to woo me, and it worked.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it worked.
19 years later, we're still together. So we played like Mario Sunshine, Zelda, Wind Waker, Mario Kart, several of those GameCube games together. And it was, we kind of got our start as a gaming couple. It only seems natural that our kids would fall into those.
Yeah, it'd be weird if they didn't, I think.
Yeah, really, for sure. But so another thing that we really got into is Halo. We bought an Xbox specifically for Halo 2 when it launched, and we wanted a game to play together. And we would play split screen online with a bunch of our friends and just had a really, really good time with it. So it was a big part of a good solid year. Yeah,
that was it was a big part of what we were doing.
We had probably a group of 8 to 10 people, I would say, that would play on a regular basis. And when I mean regular basis, I mean
nightly?
Every night.
Yeah,
every night for hours. 2, 3, 4 hours a night every night. My grades in college took a hit as a result. So
we made it.
We did make it. But Amy and I would play split screen. I was Bertazoid, she was Miss Mamie, and we would play online together with our clan, and we had other friends there that were couples. So that was kind of nice.
Oh man.
And we had a good broad range. There was people that I knew personally and in real life, and then there were people that we only knew through the game.
Right.
And we all just kind of came together and started playing Halo. And it was a lot of fun. We got very competitive with it, but it was also just a fun social activity for us. I mean,
I think the competitiveness wasn't among each other. It was like
with other
we were
against
a
other
great
teams.
team. Yeah. So,
but I mean, we did play against each other a lot. I mean, if there was 8 of us on, we'd do team deathmatch and against each other, and that was a ton of fun.
And it was fun. Yeah, that was a fun competitive nature.
Or capture the flag. Yeah, but the best part about that was just coming together. This is before any of us had kids. We were all still in college and things, and so we were just enjoying the game time together and just hanging out, you know. And
as we started having kids, that's when time
shifted away. Yeah, people grew up, started their careers, and a lot of people left. And so our clan slowly died. We went through Halo 2. We played a lot of Halo 2, and in Halo 3 is when things started to slow down a little bit. But I'd say consistently we were playing a lot. And then we shifted to games like Gears of War, Call of Duty.
What was the hide and seek game that I watched you guys play?
That was Splinter Cell.
That was one of my most favorite things to watch and to play.
That wasn't really. That was before Halo, though.
Was it really?
Say. Yeah, that was like when. That was when back in the day when I would used to play with my friend Joel and who else?
They need to bring
Max,
that back.
Michael
is what I think they should bring back.
Yeah,
something like that.
I miss that for sure. That was a lot of fun. It was cat and mouse, like spies versus mercenaries.
It was adult hide and seek, is what it was.
Pretty much, the spies had the upper advantage in being able to crawl around and sneak around up in gutter systems and things like that, or not gutter, air ducts, and the mercenaries had guns and grenades and things like that, and heat. Well, no, spies had.
Oh, did they?
The heat goggles. Anyway, it was just a fun game of cat and mouse. I do miss that game though. But back to my story, we were playing Call of Duty, Gears of War, and I would say like midway through, maybe to the end of the Xbox 360 life cycle is when things started dying down. And we really haven't done much since then. So,
or at least as a group now.
Yeah.
And we've lost touch, which is really sad.
Yeah.
I miss that.
I do too, for sure. But as we got older, I think with kids, and especially as our kids got older, we started introducing them to those games and playing games like, well, with Owen, I play Fortnite with him pretty regularly. Amy still plays a lot of Call of Duty.
I'll play Fortnite with you guys sometimes.
Yeah, that's kind of where things kind of get different because she loves Call of Duty. I'm not huge into Call of Duty, but I will play it with her. Owen, same thing. He's huge into Fortnite. I'm not real into Fortnite, but I will definitely play it with him as a way to spend time with him. But I think Halo is really my game. I love Halo. That's where I started with my online gaming, and that's where I'm really passionate about it. And so I've been trying to introduce Owen to Halo Infinite, and because Halo Infinite, I started playing the multiplayer beta. It feels like a classic Halo game, but it's got the
updates.
Yeah, the visual updates. It feels like it's familiar, but not at the same time. And it's just been a lot of fun. And our birds are going crazy, so sorry if you can hear all that.
It's because we're in here and they hear us.
Yeah, and they want us to take them out, which we could do, I guess. So Halo's been Halo Infinite has been the game that I've been trying to get us all back onto. I've got it on my PC, and we've got it on our Xbox Series X, and so we're able to play together and on different consoles. And it seems like I've got a lot of friends on there. JJ's been playing with us.
Yeah.
Ryan, my old podcast co-host, is also on there with us. My brother, Brody. Who else has been on there?
I mean, the kids. So Malone. And
Ryan's son Malone, Owen. Amy plays with us occasionally. It's been a lot of fun. It kind of feels like a callback to
It's funny
those times.
Whenever Owen and I get off and then you get to play with your friends, it sounds very much like it used to.
Yeah.
It's funny.
So I think I think it would be a good idea to talk about Halo Infinite and why I feel like it calls back to that. Why it feels like that familiar time. So, like, I'll start with you. Like, what are some of the things about Halo Infinite that remind you of old school Halo 2, Halo 3 days?
Well, I've always said gaming is very social to me. And what was perfect about Halo 2 when we were playing it is that we had this really great close-knit group that all played together. And we have fun. And yes, we might tease each other, but it's never mean. And that's what I feel like it feels exactly again. Like we've got the people that we play with, we enjoy each other, we have fun doing it. And to me, that's my favorite part of gaming is the social aspect. So
we've covered in the past before, Amy is very much a social gamer. I'm more of a single player type of gamer, but I do appreciate and like the social aspects of gaming. Just I have to be in the right mood for it, if that makes sense. As an introvert, it's sometimes I'm in the mood for social gaming, sometimes I'm really not, and it just depends on my mindset that day. And it feels like with age, that socialness like gets like less and less.
So you're like an old cranky man?
Yeah, it's something I always said. I don't want to be that cranky old man, but man, you could feel it. Like something in your body and your brain just like doesn't want to be social. It's so weird.
Well, and I think you have a low tolerance for like kid-like behavior because we have grown older to where we're not, I don't know, there's like kid-like behavior that you're like,
It's annoying. I don't think that's really it, though. I think it's more like social. Like
all I hear is kids. You don't like, damn kid.
No, I think I don't know. I really can't explain it, but I still do yearn for the social activities. I still want to play multiplayer games, and you know what it is actually. I think as I get older, when I go to work all day and I come home, I'm just tired and I want to unwind.
That makes sense. It does.
It's just my mental capacity is at overload, and I just need to
you've always used
decompress.
games, to decompress. And for me, if I'm stuck here or if I've been at work, I'm looking for a way to socially engage, and it's
yeah. I find that if I were to multiplayer game like earlier in the day, I think I would have a lot more time, or not time, but energy for it.
It also just shows why
I sound so
gaming
old talking
is
about
so
this.
perfect. Like it doesn't matter for like extroverted people, introverted people. Like there's a way, and that's why it fits so well into our family. Like and everybody uses games the way.
Like Katie, one of our daughters, she games a lot, but she is one of those. She's a single player gamer primarily. She does play like Splatoon 2. That's her fun multiplayer game. And what's that game she plays all the time? Genshin Impact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's another multiplayer style game, I guess. It's still got a lot of single player elements, but she loves like Shadow of the Colossus and Eco and Team Eco and the games that they put out. She's platinumed the Shadow of the Colossus remake, I guess. And on the PS4, and she loves that game. She's beaten that game countless times. I can't even tell you how many times she's beaten that game.
It's good.
It seems like every day she's like, "Oh, I just beat it again."
Yeah,
like,
I beat it twice today. And what?
She's mastered that game more than I thought could be possible. And Owen is fingering 10 to me right now, so she beat the game 10 times at least. So, but that's her style of game, and she has a lot of fun with it. But like Caroline, she's into the Pokemon and Kirby. She's my oldest daughter, or our oldest daughter. She doesn't game. She doesn't game a lot. I think she plays probably more mobile games, social mobile games than anything. And then Libby, our youngest daughter, she doesn't really game that much.
I see Libby a lot like me. Libby likes to game when we're gaming together, and if it's like a together thing, she really likes to do that.
Yeah, but she doesn't game too much, which is fine. She loves her anime and her.
It's my girl.
Yeah, she'll watch. She's more of like an anime movie buff. She loves to watch.
I also think she likes to do sports too, like she does the volleyball, and so.
So anyway, we gotten a little bit off track here. Halo Infinite. So all of your sentiments exactly ring true with me. But I would also say, like, the game feels like classic Halo. Like, you're playing as Master Chief again, at least in the single player campaign, and you have the ability to customize your characters and stuff, but it's more focused on the fast-paced action fun of 4v4 multiplayer action, whether it's Capture the Flag or Oddball or Team Slayer. They also have Big Team Battle. I don't like Big Team Battle quite as much. It's a bit more chaotic than I prefer.
How big of a team's like?
I don't remember. I want to say it's like 8 versus 8, but it might be bigger than that. I don't know. But it brings back, like, you're not, I mean, you could level up your character and buy cosmetic items and things like that, but you're not buying new guns and, you know, like the Call of Duty model where you're leveling up to upgrade your character. And it's like, it that's fun and all, but I feel like I like the simplicity of Halo, where you're not really focused on that. You were more focused on your rank and what rank you were. If you remember in Halo 2, you could rank up, but you could also lose ranks. If you lose games, you could drop levels. And that was like the game's way of matching you up with other people who were at your skill level.
Which is nice. That's one of the things, like, with Call of Duty. Like, if you are paired with a group, like, yes, I know that they have, you know, levels and stuff like that, but it's not fun whenever you've got a team that is just, it's like NBA playing against like a middle school. Yeah. And then it takes the fun out of it. It's like, and the type of competitive, so that is something that was always nice about everything. So
it was a way to keep things on even playing field, and it made sense back then. To keep it enjoyable. But it was also something that I felt was a really good way to keep me on top of my game. Like, if I drop a rank, I was so, like, upset about that, and I was like, I have to get back up. I remember level 30 was like my target mark. And once you reach 30 is like keeping it above 30 and not dropping below 30 was my target. I don't know if you thought about it the same way or not.
I didn't, because I've never, even though I love to play these games, I'm not the strongest player. Like, I think for me, the social aspect is my most favorite part, that I don't have quite as much push to, like, perfect things. And so my motivating factor is not, maybe if you guys, like, actually got mad at me, I might care a little more. But
no, it's just fun though. I mean, we didn't care really if we won or lost, and those close matches were always just an exciting time. Yeah. But, like, besides the ranking system and identifying where you are, like, skill level wise, the other thing that was really cool was you don't have to worry about your loadout and things like that. You go onto the map. You have everybody starts off with the same guns. Yeah. Then it's up to you to go find the weapons on the map to use and the vehicles. But I'll focus on the weapons first. But if you want a sniper rifle, you're gonna have to fight with other people. You have to run. Either on your team or on the other team, like calling up that sniper rifle with your team, and then you have to go run and pick up that sniper rifle right as it spawns, because after it's picked up, it's going to be a while before it spawns again. So it's a little bit of a competition, and that's also kind of cool because it draws both teams to that location if that was a popular weapon, let's say, and makes things a little bit chaotic in that area. So it's the simplicity of everything starts off equally, and it's purely skill based. Like, it doesn't matter what your loadout is and what you prefer to use. If you prefer to use the BR, the battle rifle, then you go find that BR and make sure you have it, so that way you can do some damage. But also, you have to get used to using the other weapons too. Like, if you want to be effective at a game like Halo, you have to know how to use all the different weapons. And you also have to know the maps really well. So Halo is one of those games, like, and I think this stands true for all multiplayer games. You have to play those maps multiple times, learn them, understand the nooks and crannies, understand, like, if you're running away from somebody, where can I run quickly and hide and maybe get an upper hand to get the kill that I need? Or if I've got somebody real weak and I'm also real weak and I need to get out of there. Yeah. Where can I throw a grenade to hopefully take that person out, but keep me in the clear? So understanding where the walls might reflect that throw of the grenade, or understanding where the map ends so you don't fall off the edge or anything like that, all comes with just knowing the maps like the back of your hand. I feel like I'm getting to that point
I
with
was just
Infinite.
going to say, for me, that's the one thing that I wish that I saw more. Is I really want there was like some old classic maps.
I'm sure there will be. I'm sure there will be.
I'm ready. Are you listening? I'm ready for them.
They were simple. I think these maps are a little bit more complex than I would like. They are and they aren't. They're simple maps. They're short,
Right.
small, simple little maps.
Small.
The ones we've been playing the most, anyway. Like there's one map where you've got a. It's like multi-tiered. There's like 3 levels, and it's an open area outdoors, and there's a building in the middle of it, and it's basically a symmetrical map. So both sides of the map look the same. But there's a pit in the center, and there's a pit all the way around it. So you can either fall down in the center or fall down on the edges and around. There's also vehicles. It's a really great capture the flag map. But it reminds me of.
I never knew the names of this.
It reminds me of the one in Halo. Maybe it was Halo 3 that had the center area, and you had a tower in one end, and then there was another end where the ghost would spawn, or the ghost, the flying one, would spawn. And yeah, this was in Halo 3, and then you could get like the invisibility and go up to the middle battleground. I called the middle center area like the battleground, and it's just this round arena basically. And it kind of reminds me of that one a little bit. But there's also shorter maps that like there's a midship looking map where it's an all indoors like spaceship type environment. There's the big team battle maps are massive, but still not too big to where you feel like you're running forever to get from point A to point B. But it feels like they got it right with this. I'm really impressed with it. The other thing that really calls back to classic Halo to me is they've introduced new guns in this game, and it's taken me a little bit of time to understand how to use them effectively. But you don't have to aim down the sights, anymore. Like that is something that's like I think Call of Duty started, and it's like been their thing, and every first-person shooter since then does that. Right. But Halo it's got the classic. You just aim down the what is it, the iron sight. You just aim with the little cursor that they give you. There is no pushing right trigger to aim, although you can if you want to. Right. I just find that it's less effective in a Halo game to aim down the sights than it is just to fire from the hip. Yeah. So so it's that part of it is a lot of fun to me. The grenade, the uses of the grenade, it's like crucial that you understand how to use the grenade in Halo. And it's also crucial that you know how to beat somebody with the back of your gun.
Can I tell you that has always been one of my most favorite things? And in Call of Duty, you can do that, or at least I'm not as good, and it's less.
It seems harder.
It is harder, but in Halo, it is the most satisfying thing ever to be shooting, and then your gun runs out, and then you guys are kind of like, oh, and you push that button, and you get him, and it is like the best, most exciting feeling.
It is. It really is. It's like the first person to punch you, basically.
I still, in Call of Duty, try and do that because I'm literally conditioned from my Halo days to do that.
Yeah, me too. I think from so many years of playing Call of Duty and other multiplayer games, I've lost that edge, that touch. I haven't played a good Halo game since Halo 3, honestly. I liked all the ones that came after it, but they did not have the same impact that Halo 2 and 3 had on me. I feel like Halo Infinite is calling back to those days for me, big time. And I just enjoy, like, when you hit somebody, it takes 2 hits to take somebody down. Or if their health is already down, just takes 1 hit to kill them. So and these maps are so small that you're usually right next to each other when you're battling anyway. Yeah. Especially when you're playing games like Capture the Flag or Oddball. It's like everybody is right next to each other anyway. So I definitely have a lot of fun with that. But also just, I feel like there should be some more maps, and maybe they're going to introduce more maps later on, but it seems like there's only like 3 maps that we consistently play. Yeah. And they're fine. Oh, I said...
They are, yeah.
You said, I was expecting you to follow it up.
No, excuse me. Well, I mean, I was thinking, like, there aren't that many maps. But, the cool thing about this is still, like, overwhelmingly, the game is is perfect. Not like for us, how it fits in with us, and the callback, and so even though I'd like to see old callback maps and maybe some more maps in general. If they didn't, I'd probably still play it a lot.
Another thing this game does well is they still want to incorporate like visual aesthetics to your character. So you can get gun skins and you can get different types of armor and other skins for your character, your Spartan. And like if you change the colors on your Spartan, even though it's red versus blue most of the time, they just put like a blue or red like
hue over you.
Yeah, where you still retain your colors that you chose, but you just have this like aura around you that says what you what team you're on, and that's really cool. But I mean, like, it's just and vehicles. I wanted to talk about vehicles.
Yes.
They brought back the Warthog. They brought back the Ghost and the Banshee, and those are all so much fun. There's even the Wraith is in there, the big tank.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, not the Wraith. It was the human tank, and I can't remember that one. Scorpion. Okay. The Scorpion. They brought that back. And it's a lot of fun, like, getting back into those. Like, one of the things that we used to do in Halo 2 a lot, especially especially on those big, long maps, was get into the Warthog, and my buddy Max would drive, and I would gun, and we would just roam the field, killing people with the Warthog. He would run people over, and I'd shoot them down with the Gatling gun on the back. And
we should have made
every time we got a kill, it's like,
t-shirt.
You're dead. You're dead.
But
we both say, you're dead.
You're dead.
Very, like, Okie accent type of thing. It was fun because in that game, like, people could hear you after they died, and they hear you're dead.
Yeah,
it was just our way of quickly, like, giving them a little jab, insult to injury.
Talking. You know what? You don't really get this in this game anymore.
It wasn't. We weren't all about your mom this and your mom that, and racism and all that stuff that people do online, kids do online. It's so ridiculous.
See, there's the kids phrase I was talking about.
It was prominent back then too, like all that. It started back then.
Our group.
No, and we hated that, and we would mute people immediately if they were being that way.
Right.
But it was just fun way. Like it's perfectly harmless. You're dead. We were stating a fact. You are dead. So it was just a fun way to quickly get that jab in.
We got to be. I was not the strongest player. We were a really good team, and we got a lot of wins.
Yeah.
So, I could see how it might have been a little frustrating for people because you wouldn't just say you're dead once and be like
constantly.
You're dead.
Constantly. I mean, we would be racking up 30 plus kills a match, per player. Or well, actually, it was like 250. So like getting 30 kills is amazing. You dominated that game. But yeah, it was just a lot of fun. And I'm glad that we're able to get some of that back
and do it with the kids.
Yeah, and do it and share that experience with our kids. Exactly, Owen especially. I'm glad he's enjoying it, and Malone's been playing a lot with us, and it's just Owen Braxton, my nephew. Right. He plays with us too.
It's basically that's what it is, though. It's like when you're in Halo, you're all family. Like, the way, like, even if you're not blood related, you're just family.
And it's calling everybody together. Like, it seems like the game that's drawing everybody together, and I love that because Call of Duty's been around so long now that either you like it or you don't. And I feel like a lot of my crowd is on the don't like it side. We're just kind of sick of it, honestly. It really hasn't done anything to change things up in all these years, and they put out a new game every year, and it's just more of the same. So having an absence of Halo for as long as we have and bringing it back now just seems like the right time. And it's fun.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's also fun to be able to just get everybody together and have fun and just yell at the monitor and get excited and share that with new friends and people that didn't play with us then or playing with us now, and that's been the case with this, and we keep saying it, but it just feels like I'm bringing back those old times. So if we haven't made it clear enough,
abundantly clear,
Halo Infinite is an amazing game, and whether you're an old school Halo fan or not, I think it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you have Games Pass. It's free on Games Pass, which is incredible. Also, this is something. The campaign just came out, and so I just started the
I
campaign.
haven't done that yet. Tell me.
It's so good. It is so good. It's heavily focused on story, and it starts off really strong with some things happening to Master Chief, and then you meet up with this guy on a spaceship, and you. This is kind of spoilers, but it happens within the first, very short section of the first part of the game. Anyway, you find out that the aliens have won, or in this case, it was the I can't remember the name of them. It starts with the B, but anyway, they basically destroyed the human army and the human race in general. And so it's like up to Master Chief to try to take that back and regain the loyalty, not the loyalty, but like there's a word I'm looking for and I can't think of it, but he's basically trying to build it back up, right? And that's how it starts. And it starts on a kind of a somber note, but it quickly starts to make you feel the impact of what's going on, and the impact of you are the person, you are Master Chief, you are the one who is going to rebuild this and take back what was once yours. But the graphics in the game, I got to talk about the graphics for a second because they look incredible. I was going to
say something. I agree.
It is one of the best looking games I've played this year for sure. Well, first person shooter wise anyway. The way that they animate the human characters looks so cool. Like their eyes especially stand out to me. They look just very well animated and almost realistic. It's believable. It's definitely cool. But also like it feels like, again, like an old school Halo game. You start off in a ship and you are fighting grunts and the guys with the shields, I can't think of their names, and you're fighting like the brutes and the
it's funny. It's
the grunts are spouting off their one-liners and everything like they used to do. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
The way the game looks now is the way I think I remember the game beforehand.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when you see the game, you're like back then you're like, oh, whoa. Like it almost feels like it hasn't changed because I felt like it was so crisp and clear and so good.
I mean, you what you say is correct.
Yeah.
It feels like how you remember it feeling.
Right.
And looks like how you remember it looking.
Until you actually see what it looked like.
And but I mean the storyline, I would say the storyline is one of the better storylines I've played in a video game, period. It's just so far I'm enjoying the heck out of it. And I want to see it through. Like I want to keep going and understanding what's going on with this world. That's something like I don't feel like I got with the last couple of Halos. Like I was probably completely checked out with those. They seem to lose that feeling that Halo's known for. I think it got a little bit more focused on trying to compete with Call of Duty.
Yeah, I could see
and it
that.
got a little bit more futuristic, and it was losing its
simplicity.
The simplicity, but also like the music and the atmosphere and everything like that goes into a Halo game that make it feel like a Halo game. Yeah.
Do you remember when Owen was tiny and he loved that Halo song and he'd say, "Mama, ah," and I was like, "What?" Ah, and it took a while for me to realize that he's asking for that. Which one is that plays the song?
Yeah, all of them. That is like the main Halo theme song.
He loved that song.
Yeah. I would say that all was lost pretty much when Bungie stopped developing the games and 343 took over. I think 343 kind of lost some of that essence. And they have figured something out and done their homework or something and really honed in on Halo Infinite to bring that feeling back. And they've knocked it out of the park. Yeah, I'm enjoying the heck out of it. I really am. It's a game I want to get good at. I keep saying that, but I haven't been able to put in as much time as I used to. Adulting takes all your time. So especially adulting with a big family and
Yep.
2 working parents, and it's hard to fit that time in, but we do.
Yeah.
And it's I won't be as good as I once was, but I'm going to
Right.
at least give it a good effort.
Mhm.
Is there anything else that you want to talk about or say about Halo?
I don't think so. I'm really enjoying that it feels like the old times, but yet still keeping its newness. It's a really great balance between all the things that I liked, and like there's a lot of room for even more stuff, like new stuff that's really nice. So it's just, I can't wait to see, because it hasn't been out that long. It's just the only thing it can do is get better, which is
Right.
which is exciting.
They're going to keep adding to it and modifying it, and with updates and stuff. It's going to keep getting better. I do want to bring Owen over here.
Oh yeah.
Owen, are you ready? Yeah. All right, come on over here, bud. We're going to have Owen bring some insight to Halo.
This generation.
But also, I want to let him talk about what he's been playing. He's our biggest gamer, I would say. Like, this is Owen. Here, why don't you stand right here, bud?
Right here, buddy.
So, Owen, we've been talking about Halo.
Yeah.
We would like to get your feelings on Halo, your impressions on Halo.
What I like.
You nervous? It's okay. It's okay.
My throat.
Okay.
What I like about Halo is you can just, if you don't want to do storyline, you don't have to. And if you want to do storyline, just get on and then get on with your friends.
Yep.
And I like shooting games because I like getting my stress out, and I would like to shoot people, but not actually hurt them.
That's good. That's good.
I like the way you put that. I feel the same way. Like, I gotta shoot this dude, but not really. I don't want to. But in the game, it's okay.
I love it.
But what else? What else do you like about it?
What else do I like about it?
Halo specifically.
Yeah.
I also like just like all the vehicles you can get.
Yeah.
Like you can discover new vehicles, and some of the vehicles are really cool, like the turrets.
On the Warthog, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like being able to be included with like Daddy and his friends and
Braxton and
cousin.
Malone? It's kind of fun to be able to play with everybody. What do you think about? What is your favorite gun? Would you say?
My favorite gun is probably the spiker.
So the needler?
Yeah,
or the spiker? I think there's two. Which one are you talking about? The one that's got the purple spikes out of it, or the one that shoots as a spike? The needler.
Yeah.
The needler is a good. It's a fun game. I feel like the needler is even a little bit more accurate than it used to be. Whenever you aim at somebody, the needles kind of hone in, and I feel like they're a little bit more accurate this time around.
Yeah,
they feel a little different. What about beating people? Like Owen's good at getting the beat down. He's really good at it, actually.
Once,
boy.
Once, my uncle said, "I'm better than you," but I got 31 kills, and then Dad got like, how much did you get?
I got like 26.
Yeah, 26.
And he got like 21 or something like that.
No, he got like 13.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I remember.
He's never gonna let him live that down.
Yeah, his uncle, my brother Brody, he's a bit of a trash talker online. In a fun,
I was gonna say,
way.
not in. Yeah, he's a silly like teasing.
Yeah, it's
trash
not like
talker.
He doesn't get angry trash talker.
No.
He's
he does it to. It almost kind of like encourages you.
Yeah.
To like, well, fine, I can do it.
So he was giving Owen a hard time about not carrying the team, or being the one that was dragging the team down, let's say. And then we get to the scoreboard, and Owen like rocked it. Like he was so much better than all the rest of us. I was blown away. This dude can play a first-person shooter like really well. I'm impressed.
And I play Fortnite a lot, and
Yeah.
sometimes people don't really want to play, so I play it solos.
Yeah.
And I always get in like top 20 or top 10.
That's pretty good. It's better than what Mom would do.
And you can't, if you die once, you can't go back.
Right.
Yeah. Permadeath.
Permadeath.
Yeah, he's definitely got his practice on Fortnite. So let me ask you about Fortnite then. What do you like so much about Fortnite? Why is Fortnite the game that is the one that you keep going to?
Fortnite, I like the design of it. I like how you can build.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
You're pretty good at that. I've never been able to figure out that mechanism very well.
I'm still trying to learn how to build fast. I can build kind of fast.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
And I'm not really someone who like hides and try to get victory. I'm more like a battle guy
Yeah.
instead. If I see a fight, I just go right into it.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Even if I'm at low health, I still do it
Yeah.
for the fun.
Well, the building aspect is a lot of fun for you. I also noticed that you play a lot of on the map that you're basically, it's just like a playground basically. It's not like a regular map. So it's like a way for, it's like a sandbox, I guess.
Yeah,
So it's a way for him to go in there and just play
Yeah.
around with all the different guns and all the different, anything you can really access in the game.
Yeah.
He gets to experiment
you
with
can
it there.
you can also make it where it's just you and your friends, and
Mm-hmm.
you can make it where it's 3 hours long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Battle Lap.
But also, he really likes the skins and unlocking
Yes.
skins, like the battle pass.
It's motivating for him. Yeah.
Having the battle pass motivates him to unlock the skin. Like right now, I guess the new season just came out, and he's wanting to get Spider-Man. But
And
you
a
have
foundation.
to. What level do you have to be to unlock Spider-Man?
100.
100, a level 100, which is
And he
a
does it
lot.
every season. Like, he'll do it.
Yeah.
I like chapter 2 season 7. I wanted Rick and he was tier 100. So I actually got Rick,
Yep.
and I actually got almost to the rainbow things. So that means I almost got every single thing in the battle pass.
Wow.
Nice.
Yep.
I even got Superman.
Is
Yeah.
that what you've been playing in there while we were talking? Is Fortnite?
Maybe.
He unlocked Superman for me. He'll get on there. He knows that I can't play as much as him, but he'll get on my game and unlock things for me, which is always awesome and appreciated. It is fun to unlock different skins and things and use them in the game.
I wish Fortnite made it where you can like go back in different seasons, because my most favorite season was chapter 1 season 8. It was really fun. It had like a volcano, and it had like really cool characters. It had like a pirate, and he can turn into a full skeleton and have glows.
Nice.
That's cool.
And you can turn into a banana.
Yeah.
Banana Man?
Yeah. He calls it Banana Man. But his real name is Peely. And you could turn into like this ninja dragon thing.
That's cool.
So like you can change the different color of his suit. You can make it where like he's a half ninja, kind of a half dragon.
I think as time goes on, they may start doing callbacks to previous seasons.
Mhm.
They already have.
Have they?
Yeah, they brought back some old maps.
Oh,
Good.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it only makes sense when you're going for as long as they've been going and changing things up so frequently. You'd want to bring back some of that stuff for people. So, makes sense.
Yeah.
And apparently for some reason, they added Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Is he unlockable in the season?
Not yet. Do you remember how Superman you had to
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we
Okay.
got to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to do that.
But his character is really cool. It's actually like a robot
Cool.
Oh, nice.
kind of thing.
All right.
I saw the model, and it actually, his face looks like
yeah,
The
I
Rock.
saw it.
It's funny. Well, Owen, do you have anything else you would like to share with the podcast before we close out?
What about Castle Crashers?
Talk about it. Go for it.
Okay, so I talked about this like a few years ago.
On the Just a Bit Gaming podcast?
Yeah, Just a Bit Gaming. I was talking about Castle Crashers. And I've been playing it a lot, actually. And I have my own account, so I can do whatever I want on my own account.
Yeah.
And Christmas is coming up, so I can ask for like a new controllers. I've been obsessed with Banjo and Kazooie lately.
So we created Owen his own Xbox profile account, and he chose Banjo and Kazooie as his profile picture. And so now I think he's framing his like gaming persona around Banjo Kazooie, which is awesome, by the way. Love that game.
I've also been playing Banjo Tooie, but I have no idea what to do with the
Those
zombie
old games are
king.
hard. Those old games are hard.
Okay.
You have to look it up. I don't know what to do either. I've never played Banjo Tooie, so it's new to me.
Another one that I like is the newest one. Whenever he has like the square nose.
Oh yeah.
That's the only way I can tell if it's like the first or the second.
Nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how the first like whenever you're first entering, you can get in your own vehicle and transport.
Yeah.
Put to a new area because the robot thingy puts a portal right in front of you.
Well, I will say Owen is really interested in creating content, video game content, and it's been a thing he's really been wanting to do. So I'm trying to help him with that in ways that I can. And let's just say that Owen is building his channel. He's already branded it with Banjo-Kazooie. He's been drawing pictures of Banjo-Kazooie to help identify his channel and his brand.
I've actually made a really good one.
Yeah, he did. He's made a couple of really good ones. And so we're going to work together and try to help him do that. And I'm going to probably on my channel be sharing his videos. I think you're a little too young to have your own channel at this point, but that isn't to say that you can't do it. We'll just have to post it on mine for the time being or figure out some way to work it out. And then when you do get old enough, you already have the know-how and experience to do it on your own. I'm also teaching him how to edit his own videos too, so he can put out his own content. So
this is just what an actual gaming podcasting family looks like.
So be ready for future Mr. Beast. All right. Is there anything else you want to add before we close? Okay.
All right.
With that, I think we're going to close this one out. It's been fun having you all on. It definitely feels like old Jabcast days. So reminiscing about Halo, reminiscing about Jabcast, it's kind of cool. So thank you both for filling in for JJ since he's been out.
Okay, bye.
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 I do want to say get well soon, JJ.
Yeah.
And I hope that you make a full recovery.
I've been putting you in my prayers for school.
Exactly. Owen has been concerned. He's been putting in your prayers and his prayers. So, we're
and also Michael.
And Michael, another friend of ours who had COVID or has COVID. It's making its rounds and it sucks, but it is what it is. So anyway, you can find me on Twitter. I am at Birdazoid.com / just Birdazoid.
Yeah.
But with that, we're gonna go ahead and close it out. Until next time, keep on gaming.
Brush your teeth because I said so.